Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into a topic, well, let's face it, it's something we all think about. Aging well, aging gracefully. And we found a CNET article that caught our eye. It highlights 6 essential vitamins and minerals that can help you do just that. So we're going to, break it down, make it easy to understand, and hopefully give you some actionable tips. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is that these nutrients, it's not just about preventing deficiencies. They actually play a role in helping your body function optimally as you age, almost like giving your cells, you a fighting chance against time.
I like that, giving your cells a fighting chance. Okay, so first up on the list is magnesium. And this one caught my eye because the article claims that it's involved in over 300 bodily functions. 300, is that even possible?
It's true. Magnesium is,
Yeah.
it's a real workhorse in the body. Think of it as a master conductor,
Oh.
orchestrating everything from muscle relaxation to energy production to blood sugar control. And the thing is, most people, the average person consumes less than half of the recommended daily intake.
Okay, that's a little alarming. But I gotta be honest, when I hear muscle relaxation, I'm mostly thinking like, avoiding cramps after workout. How does that play into aging well?
Well, think about sleep quality. As we age, restful sleep becomes even more crucial for cell repair. And, hormone balance. Magnesium can actually help calm the nervous system and relax muscles, which can contribute to,
Yeah.
you know, deeper, more restorative sleep.
So it's not just about avoiding a Charlie horse in the middle of the night. It's about setting the stage for,
Nope. Right.
better overall health as we age.
Exactly. Exactly. And beyond sleep, adequate magnesium can help maintain healthy blood pressure. It can even protect against age-related cognitive decline. It's a real multitasker when it comes to healthy aging.
All right, I'm convinced I need to up my magnesium game. What are some good ways to get more of it? I'm really hoping you're going to say dark chocolate is a top source.
Well, you're in luck. Dark chocolate, nuts, seeds, leafy greens like spinach, those are all excellent sources of magnesium.
Okay, that's not a bad grocery list. But what about supplements? Are they ever necessary?
Well, food is always the best source, but some people might benefit from supplements, particularly those with certain medical conditions or if they're taking medications that deplete magnesium. However, it's really important to consult with your doctor before starting any supplementation, because too much magnesium can cause digestive issues.
That's a good point. Moderation is key. Now, the next group on the list, B vitamins, kind of reminded me of all those like energy drinks they advertise. Are B vitamins really energy boosters, and how do they fit into the, aging well picture?
So B vitamins, specifically B12 and folate, they're more like,
Yeah.
cellular powerhouses. Then quick energy fixes. They're essential for creating new cells, especially blood and nerve cells, which are critical for energy levels and brain function as we age.
So it's about maintaining that cellular energy over the long term, not just like a temporary jolt.
Exactly. The problem is, as we get older, our bodies don't absorb B12 as efficiently. This is partly due to changes in the stomach lining that come with age.
So even if we're eating the right foods, we might not be getting the full benefit.
That's right. And the consequences of low B12, they can be pretty serious. Fatigue, weakness, poor balance, even tingling in the hands and feet. In severe cases, it can even lead to anemia and nerve damage. And when it comes to folate, studies have shown that not getting enough can increase the risk of cognitive decline and dementia.
Okay, that's definitely something to pay attention to. So what can we do to make sure we're getting enough of these B vitamins?
B12 is primarily found in animal products like meat, fish, and eggs.
What about for folks who don't eat meat?
Fortunately, many fortified foods, like cereals and plant-based milk, they're enriched with B12. Nutritional yeast is another good source. And of course, supplements are always an option, especially for older adults or those with absorption issues.
The article also mentions some medications can interfere with B12 absorption. Which ones should people be aware of?
Medications like proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux and metformin for diabetes, those can reduce B12 absorption. So it's essential to talk to your doctor about potential interactions if you're taking these medications regularly.
Good reminder. So B vitamins, especially B12 and folate, crucial for cell function, energy, and cognitive health as we age. Animal products are good sources of B12, but fortified foods and supplements are great alternatives, especially for those with dietary restrictions.
Now let's turn to a mineral most people associate with strong bones.
Calcium.
Calcium. That one seems pretty straightforward. Drink your milk, build strong bones. Is there more to it than that? Especially when it comes to aging well. There's definitely more to calcium than meets the eye. It's not just about building strong bones. although that is essential as we age and bone density naturally declines. Calcium is also crucial for muscle function, nerve transmission, and even blood clotting.
Wow, I didn't realize it was involved in so many processes. But the article mentioned that our bodies absorb less calcium from food as we get older. Does that mean we need to increase our intake as we age?
It can. And the recommended daily intake does increase for both men and women over 50. For men, it's 1,000 milligrams per day until age 70, and then it bumps up to 1,200 milligrams. For women, it's 1,200 milligrams per day from age 51 onwards.
So how can we make sure we're hitting those targets? I'm guessing dairy products are still a good bet.
Absolutely. Milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources of calcium.
Mm-hmm.
But don't overlook leafy green vegetables like kale and spinach, almonds, salmon, and tofu. They're all great options for boosting your calcium intake.
It's a good reminder that calcium isn't just hiding in the dairy aisle. Now, what about supplements? Are they ever necessary?
They can be helpful for people who don't get enough calcium from their diet, or those at risk of bone loss. However, it's essential to consult with your doctor before starting any supplementation. Excessive calcium intake can lead to kidney stones, so finding the right balance is crucial.
All right, good to know. So calcium, essential for bone health, muscle function, and even blood clotting. Dairy products are great sources. But don't forget leafy greens, almonds, and even salmon. And as always, consult with your doctor before taking any supplements.
Now, speaking of bone health, let's move on to a vitamin that plays a crucial role in calcium absorption. Vitamin D.
Ah, yes, the sunshine vitamin. Everyone knows it's important, but the article pointed out that a lot of people, especially as they get older, might not be getting enough. Why is that?
Well, a few things happen as we age. First, our skin's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight decreases. Second, many older adults spend less time outdoors, further reducing their exposure to sunlight.
And even if you live in a sunny climate, things like sunscreen use and covering up with clothing can also limit vitamin D production, right?
Absolutely. And remember, vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption, which means it's directly linked to bone health.
So if we're not getting enough sunshine, what are our other options?
Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel are excellent sources. You can also find vitamin D in fortified milk and cereals.
And are supplements ever recommended?
Doctors often recommend vitamin D supplements for people at risk of bone loss or osteoporosis, as well as those with limited sun exposure.
Besides its role in bone health, the article mentions some other benefits of vitamin D. Can you tell us more about that?
What's fascinating is that vitamin D, it's involved in so many bodily processes beyond bone health. It plays a role in immune function, cell growth, and even reducing inflammation.
Right. The article even mentioned that Dr. Fauci was taking vitamin D during the COVID pandemic. That definitely piqued my interest.
It's true. And while more research is needed, some studies suggest that vitamin D may support immune health by enhancing the activity of immune cells that fight off infections. It also helps regulate inflammation throughout the body.
So it's not just about preventing colds, it's about supporting your immune system's ability to deal with all sorts of challenges as you age.
Exactly. And while the research is still ongoing, some studies have even shown a potential link between low vitamin D and an increased risk of autoimmune diseases and certain types of cancer.
Wow. That really underscores the importance of vitamin D. So to recap, it's essential for calcium absorption and bone health, but it also plays a role in immune function, cell growth, and reducing inflammation. Sunlight is a primary source, but fatty fish, fortified foods, and supplements can also help boost your intake. And as always, consult with your doctor to determine your individual needs.
All right, now let's move on to a group of nutrients that are essential for both heart and brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids.
Omega-3s, I always hear about how good they are, but to be honest, I get a little lost in the details. What makes them so crucial for healthy aging?
So omega-3 fatty acids, they're a type of fat that our bodies can't produce on their own. We have to get them from our diet or through supplements. And what makes them so important, especially as we age, are their powerful anti-inflammatory effects.
I've been hearing a lot about inflammation lately. What exactly does that mean? And how do omega-3s help?
Well, think of inflammation as your body's natural response to injury or irritation. It's like sending in the troops to fight off an invader. In the short term, it's a protective mechanism. But when inflammation becomes chronic, it's like having those troops constantly on high alert. And that can actually damage tissues and organs over time, increasing the risk of chronic diseases.
So omega-3s are like the peacekeepers, helping to calm things down and prevent that chronic inflammation from doing damage.
That's a great analogy. They help dial down the inflammatory response,
Yeah.
which has a huge impact on heart health. They can help lower blood pressure, reduce triglycerides, and even improve blood flow.
So it's not just about preventing a heart attack down the road, it's about keeping your heart healthy and functioning well as you age.
Exactly, exactly. And beyond heart health, omega-3s are also incredibly important for brain health.
Right, the article mentioned a potential protective effect against memory loss and even conditions like Alzheimer's disease.
That's an area of ongoing research, and while more studies are needed, the evidence so far is promising. Omega-3s appear to support cognitive function. They protect brain cells from damage and may even slow cognitive decline.
That's amazing. So where can we find these heart and brain boosting omega-3s?
The superstars are fatty fish, especially salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring.
Ah, all the delicious fish. I'm seeing a pattern here. But what about people who aren't big fish eaters? Are there other options?
There are some plant-based sources, like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. However, it's important to note that these contain a different type of omega-3 that our bodies don't convert as efficiently.
So while those are good additions to a healthy diet, they might not be enough to provide optimal levels of, the specific omega-3s our bodies need.
That's right. In those cases, fish oil or algae oil supplements can be beneficial,
Hmm,
especially for people who don't consume enough fatty fish.
got it. So omega-3s. Crucial for heart and brain health, with fatty fish being the best source. Plant-based options can help, but supplements might be needed for some. And as always, it's best to chat with your doctor before starting any new supplements.
Now let's shift gears and talk about a mineral that plays a vital role in immune function, especially as we age.
Zinc.
Zinc. I know it's supposed to be good for fighting off colds, but what's the connection to healthy aging?
As we get older, our immune systems naturally weaken, making us more susceptible to infections and chronic diseases. Zinc is crucial for maintaining a robust immune system.
So it's not just about avoiding the sniffles. It's about keeping your immune system strong so it can effectively fight off all sorts of threats as you age. Exactly. Zinc is involved in so many immune processes. Think of it as a key weapon in your body's defense arsenal. It helps develop and activate immune cells, enabling them to attack invaders, like bacteria and viruses. It also helps regulate the inflammatory response, preventing it from going overboard.
The article highlighted a connection between zinc deficiency and, well, some pretty serious age-related chronic illnesses. Can you tell us more about that?
Low zinc levels have been linked to an increased risk of hardening of the arteries, degenerative nervous system diseases, immune system decline, and even cancer.
Wow, that's a pretty compelling case for making sure we're getting enough zinc. Luckily, it sounds like it's found in a lot of tasty foods.
You're right. Shellfish,
Maybe.
especially oysters, are incredibly rich in zinc, but you can also find it in red meat, poultry, beans, nuts, and seeds.
Okay, that's a good range.
Eh.
I'm liking this pattern of healthy aging foods. So what about supplements? Are they ever necessary for zinc?
For older adults who might not be getting enough zinc through their diet, or for those who tend to get sick frequently, zinc supplements can be helpful.
But like with any supplement, it's important to talk to your doctor first, right?
Absolutely. Excessive zinc intake can interfere with the absorption of other minerals, so it's crucial to find the right balance.
So zinc is a powerful immune system booster, which is especially important as we age. Shellfish, red meat, beans, nuts, and seeds are all good sources. Supplements can be helpful for some, but as always, consult with your doctor first.
Right. A healthy immune system is really a cornerstone of healthy aging. So prioritizing zinc intake is a wise investment in your long-term well-being.
Wow, I mean, this deep dive has been really eye-opening. Who knew that something as simple as, paying attention to these 6 nutrients could have such a big impact on how we age?
Yeah, it really highlights the power of nutrition. It's not just about living longer, it's about living better.
Exactly. So for our listeners who are, ready to take charge of their health, let's recap the key takeaways from our deep dive into vitamins and minerals for healthy aging.
Okay, let's start with magnesium. Remember, it's involved in over 300 bodily processes, and most people just don't get enough. So focus on incorporating magnesium-rich foods into your diet. Things like nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and yes, even dark chocolate.
Next up, we've got the B vitamin power couple, B12 and folate. These are essential for cell function, energy production, and cognitive health. Animal products are great sources of B12, but fortified foods and supplements are available for those who need alternatives.
Then we have calcium, the bone-building superstar. Dairy products are excellent sources, But don't forget about leafy greens, almonds, and even salmon.
And of course, we can't forget vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. It's not just about bone health. It also plays a role in immune function and reducing inflammation. Sunlight, fatty fish, fortified foods, and supplements can all help boost your intake.
And remember omega-3 fatty acids, those heart and brain protectors. Fatty fish like salmon are the stars of the show. But plant-based options and supplements can also help.
And lastly, zinc. Our immune system's best friend, especially as we age. Shellfish, red meat, beans, nuts, and seeds are all good sources.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, it's a reminder that you have a lot of control over how you age.
I love that. It's empowering to know that, Making small changes to your diet can have a big impact on your long-term health and well-being.
Absolutely. And here's something to think about. Instead of just focusing on consuming these nutrients, how can you make them a more enjoyable part of your life? Could you try a new salmon recipe, experiment with different kinds of nuts and seeds, or even start a small herb garden?
Those are great ideas. And of course, always remember to consult with your doctor before making any significant changes to your diet or starting any new supplements, especially if you have any underlying health conditions or are taking medications.
Exactly. Personalized advice is key. But armed with this knowledge about these 6 essential nutrients, you can take charge of your health and embrace the years ahead with vitality.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into healthy aging. We hope you found it informative and inspiring. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.